I'd like to introduce you to Ashley and Abigail, your new friends.
Hello, everybody. Hi. As Miss Carol said, my name is Ashley. And my name is Abigail. And we are so excited to be with you all this week and do an entire show in only 1 week. The show this week is The Snow Queen. Now, what you need to know about a week with us at Missoula is that today we have auditions. And then afterward, we will keep some people with us for rehearsals. Then tomorrow, we will rehearse. And Wednesday, we will rehearse. Thursday, we will rehearse. And by Friday, we will have a dress rehearsal with costumes, putting on a whole show. And we know we can all put on a show, but there are some very important things that you need to know so that we can put on a great show. And one of those things right now, friends, is we need all eyes up here, sitting crisscross applesauce. Because guess what, friends? Your audition starts.
Final day here at your drama camp. So I just want you guys to know that you guys have made history here in Strasbourg. Because I am 60-some years old, and there has never been a children's drama camp with a production put on before, with having our instructors come with the Missoula Children's Drama Camp. So you guys are a special group of people. I hope you know that, and I hope you remember that. And just to let you know how very special, when you have special people in your midst, you always have people in your community that represent your community. And in our town, we have a mayor. And to prove to you how important you are, our mayor is here to talk to you guys, to tell you how special, and we are so proud of what you guys have done this week. So if we could welcome our mayor, Mr. Chapin.
Thank you, Carol. You know what? Carol used to be the mayor of our town, so I have big shoes to fill. She did an awesome job. But hey, we're so proud of you guys. Do you know that there's a theater club in our town? Did you know that? So in a few years, we're going to see all of you up there, aren't we? We'd love to see you folks up there. So we want to say congratulations on doing a great job. I understand that tonight is your big performance. So I'm going to try to make it tonight to see you guys. I'm going to be watching you with eagle eyes. But I'm sure you're going to do an excellent job. We're very proud of you. Thank you so much to the teachers for coming out and being part of this. Like Carol said, this is a first in our community, and we're so very proud of you. We're so happy to have you here. Strasbourg's a great place, isn't it?
Yes!
Theater is fun, isn't it? Theater is fun. So thank you, kids, so very much. And again, thank you to the teachers for all the work that you did.
So, what we're going to do...
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Missoula Children's Theater production of The Snow Queen! Now, wait a minute. We have been working with a bunch of wonderful young people this week, and we have been pushing them to be more than just a 10. We have been pushing them to be a 15! And so in a moment, I'm going to run back out here. I'm going to do that same thing again, and you're going to cheer like a 15. Everybody got it? Yeah! There we go. We're going to try again. Here we go. Welcome, everybody, to the Missoula Children's Theater production of The Snow Queen! Yes! That is it! Thank you so much, everybody, for coming out tonight, for bringing your young people here and supporting your community. We have a couple of announcements before we begin the show. At this time, please make sure all of your phones and young people are turned to silent or vibrate so that they don't disrupt the show. Also, please make sure at this time that any cell phones that you use, any photography, has no flash, because we don't want to disturb our new actors today. So please make sure those flashes are turned off. At the end of the show, there will be a photo call, where you will be able to use all of the flash photography that you would like, with all of the groups, with the entire cast, and each individual group in the show. Now Queen, and when I saw it sitting on the fence post, I thought I might catch one. So I reached out to grab it, and it disappeared in a flurry of fluffy snow. I guess you could say it flew the coop. Okay, well, our story may be called The Snow Queen, but she is not the star of our story. Oh no, our story really begins in a palace. An incredible palace with princes and princesses. We need a palace here, guys! A palace fit for a royal court! Come to the hall, come one and all, the tried and true, welcome to you. Come from afar, now here you are, we gather here, give us a cheer, give us a cheer. Woo! They are holding a gala for the heroine of our story. Gerda is the young girl next to the prince and princess. She has come to the palace looking for her best friend Kay, but as you will see, he is nowhere to be found.
Lords and ladies, friends and honored guests, we are here to help and guide Gerda in her quest to find Kay. Any of you know of his whereabouts, please speak. He's about so tall, has hair, and goes by the name of Kay. We thought he might be here. You thought he might actually be the prince. You did? Well, I can assure you that I'm not Kay. The robbers can find him. I mean, Robbie and I can find him. Is he rich? Do you think he's lost in the woods? We're good at robbing people in the woods. She means helping people in the woods. We really don't know where he might be. I guess he could be in the woods. I bet we could find him. Well, don't ask me. Big Reindeer, you've been around. Have you seen him? Nope. Maybe we could ask the mirror of sad reflection. It shows many things that are normally unseen. Let me show you what I see.
Oh no! Don't do that! The mirror is part of the problem. It shows only lies and distorted pictures.
Gerda, look into the mirror. What do you see?
I see Kay tending to his roses. Wait, it's changing.
Now what do you see?
Now I see dry ground, dead plants, and darkness. I can't look anymore. It steals my hope.
Don't say I didn't try to help. I don't think we need that kind of help.
Well put, Princess. You are very wise. Let's find another way to help Gerda.
Wait! What am I doing? This is all very interesting, but it happens much later in our story. Let's start back at the very beginning, before Kay was lost. Now, our story really begins in a small town in Finland, in the small front yard of grandmother's house. This is the home of Kay and Gerda back before anything went wrong. Here comes Kay's grandma now. Let's set the scene, guys.
Right, boss?
All right, we need a table right here and a couple of flowers over there.
What do we do?
Why, you're the picket fence, of course. What are you being?
I'm a table.
Oh. Why don't you go be a flower?
Okay.
If you squint your eyes and look over there, you will see some very important characters to our story. See there? That is Kay and his grandmother. She would often tell Kay and his best friend Gerda scary stories about the Snow Queen and her castle of ice. Gerda's grandmother would make sure that they had plenty of hot cocoa for the story times. Look!
Now, children, you must remember not to challenge the Snow Queen if you see her. Many a
youngsters gone missing in this storm and never been seen again.
I don't believe in an icy snow queen who peers in the window and paints on the glass. Why not, Kay? Someone needs to make those amazing frost crystal panes of glass.
Shoo! Get that goose out of here! Hong, hot cocoa, anyone? Well, what kind of treatment is this? I'm a very important ghost.
You be careful what you believe, my boy, for the Snow Queen loves to toy with regular folks like us. Do not tempt fate.
I'm not. I just don't see what it has to do with us.
It has to do with us.
You should listen to your grandma, Kay.
Listen to your grandma, Kay.
Oh, let her come. I'll set her on the stove and watch her melt. I think I've listened enough. Come on, Gerda, let's go play in the garden.
Don't forget your cocoa. Forget your cocoa.
So you see that Kay didn't believe everything that he was hearing, but soon he would have to believe his own eyes.
What a great day. Couldn't be better. And we have the whole day to share. The roses are doing well.
That's because you have taken such good care of them.
I have some more treats for you. What did you bring us this time, Grandma?
Turkish delight and apple crisp with ham sandwiches on the side.
Thank you. You're so kind. It looks delicious.
Don't forget to water your roses.
Forget to water your roses.
All right, thanks for reminding me.
Here's where the plot thickens. All of a sudden, the air turned cold, and a flurry of snow threatens to freeze the roses in front of their eyes. In a land of colored ice, see her once, but then she twice. Could it be the queen of snow and ice in the snow? Let it snow. Let it snow.
The sky is falling! The sky is falling! The snow queen!
Watch her glide through the country on runners of frost. But beware to approach her, there's always a cost. She will take what she pleases and leave you for lost in a land full of freezing cold.
Where are you going? Are you going? The sky is falling!
In the heart of blizzard storm, way up high the flurry swarm. So you try your best just to stay warm in the snow.
I have to save the roses.
It's snow.
Hey, where are you?
It's snow.
I can't let them freeze.
It's snow. It's snow. At that moment, the Snow Queen broke the mirror of sad reflection and blew fragments of the broken mirror into the air and sent them flying at the family. This is a terrible development. Let me tell you something about that mirror. It has horrible qualities. It has the power to make everything beautiful and good reflected in it as bad and ugly. The most beautiful of landscapes would appear as boiled spinach. Ew! Now, Kay's grandma was safe, and Gerda and her grandma were safe. But Kay was caught trying to save his precious roses. A shard of that malicious mirror touched his eye so that he could no longer see the good in the world. Another pierced his heart so that he became cold and no longer felt emotions like friendship, only cold and darkness.
Nip, nip, nip. I have done my work.
Come, Kay. You are my creature now. Say goodbye to all you have known.
Roar.
After the Snow Queen and Kay left, the sun again warmed the air.
Kay, where are you?
It's the Snow Queen. She must have taken him.
Oh no, don't worry. He has just gotten lost in the storm. He will find his way home soon.
I must find him. He must be scared or frightened.
Beware the Snow Queen.
Here's some hot chocolate, honey. Don't be late for dinner.
know that Gerda would miss many, many dinners during her quest to find Kay. She could not imagine the road that she would take, but bravely strode out in search of her friend.
How will I find Kay? Wait, I know. I will start by questioning the creatures I meet along the way. There are some ahead. Maybe they have seen him.
The first arrival she met was a lost reindeer.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a boy about this tall. Have you seen him?
I haven't seen anyone like that.
Gerda stayed strong. She knew Kay was counting on her, so finally she asked a silly goose.
Well, I declare, that is the funniest thing I've ever heard. Honk, honk.
None of the animals were any help. Even if they had seen Kay, they wouldn't say.
I must keep trying. Kay wouldn't give up.
And she didn't either. She soon came to a river. Hey guys, a river! Gerda feared that Kay may have fallen into the river, so she asked the river,
River, have you seen Kay?
and the river responded,
No!
Maybe if I go further out into the river in this boat,
a boat!
I will have more luck.
River, do you have Kay?
Well, we already told you.
No!
Away Gerda was swept by the rushing river until finally she came to the bank of the river where she jumped off.
I'm so glad you've come. Do I know you?
Nope, but I know you.
Gerda had arrived in the garden. The garden! Of a remarkable woman who seemed to know more than she was saying.
Are you looking for your friend Kay? Yes! Have you seen him? No, but I think it's best if you forget about him and your journey. Stay here in my garden. There are so many different flowers to see and smell here. Try this one.
Come to my garden for a while. You'll love my garden for its style. Here we have some daffodils, smell the rich perfume. Water each one carefully, see them grow and bloom. Come to my garden for a while. You'll love my garden for its style. Here we have forget-me-nots, smell the rich perfume.
It has a wonderful smell, but what kind of flower is it? You've heard of forget-me-nots, haven't you? Well, this is the opposite. It's called Forget Me for Sure! Why am I here? To help me weed my garden. Oh, okay.
The gardener woman was not her friend. She would do anything to make Gerda forget about Kay and stay in this garden forever. But one thing saved her, though. Gerda noticed that one kind of flower was missing.
Where is it? I can't find it.
I can't fly, right?
Mush, Yeti.
Mush!
Yes, my queen.
And the snowstorm did come. It was a deep winter storm that covered all the land. But why talk about it? Here it no snow where Gerda found herself. She toiled on in her search and soon came across a wild crow pecking at a stump.
Peck. Ouch! 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 Quit moving.
Excuse me? I'm looking for a boy about this tall. Have you seen him?
Well, let me think. I remember someone about this tall.
Where did you see him? Did you see him at the palace?
Well, let me think. I was visiting my wife, a very tame crow. A boy about this tall came to see the princess.
Could you take me to this palace?
Of course. Peck. Ouch!
Gerda was hoping that this boy might be Kay, but as it turned out, well, you'll see for yourself.
Let me check with my wife if all is clear.
Okay.
Well, where's the palace, fellows? Now, the crow's wife did work at the palace and knew everyone in the palace well, but there was some confusion when they were asked about Kay.
Didn't you say there was a boy about this tall that came to see the princess? Yes, she came to see the princess speak and ended up marrying her and becoming prince of the land.
Why
Of the
would
land.
Kay marry a princess? Can you take me to him?
Yes, he is very nice. Sure, as soon as it gets dark, hoots like a hoot owl. What if I call like a crow? Okay, that might be easier.
So it was that Gerda and the two crows sneaked into the palace and surprised the princess, who was sleeping.
Ah! Sorry, Your Majesty. You know you really shouldn't be sleeping in your throne. Who is it? Oh, Mrs. Crow, what do you want? I brought a girl who may know the prince. Let her come forth.
Your Majesty.
Send for the prince. I'll find him. So, you are lost?
No, I am on a quest to find my friend Kay. He might be
of deja vu. Are you guys? Yeah. Let's fast forward this scene. Ready, guys?
Ready!
They were holding it out for the heroine of our story. Gerda's a young girl next to the prince and princess. She has come to the palace looking for her best friend Kay, but as you'll see, he is nowhere to be found.
Lords and ladies, friends and our guests, we are here to help and guide you in a quest to find Kay. If any of you know his whereabouts, please speak. He's about so tall, has hair so fine as Kay. We thought he might be here. You thought he might actually be the prince. You do, I can assure you that I'm not Kay. So robbers can find him. I mean, Robbie and I can find him. Is he ready? One for you, and one for me. What comes from you goes back to you. One for you, and one for me. What comes from you goes back to you. See, you obviously did a fair share of the money and at the same time paid your debt to me. Now, all except one. Didn't I give you one? I guess this must be yours then. Yes, and thank you. Didn't you forget? What should we do with all this money? Maybe we should go out to dinner. We can't.
They can't!
We're
They're broke!
broke. You should really be more careful with your money. Didn't you forget something? No, I don't think so. Where's my share? Oh, here's one for you. No. As your lieutenant, I get half. Half of what? Half of what you get. And what did I get? I just saw all 5 robbers give you 1 coin apiece. That means you were given at least 5. And that means you owe me 5.
It does? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Thank you.
I think someone just outfoxed the fox. But I feel sorry for Gerda. She just got robbed!
I don't care about the money. I just want to find my friend. You and your whole gang can't stop me. Now that the crows are gone, I have no one to show me the way.
I know the way, but I just won't show you. Why not? Because I admire your spunk. I have a question for you, though.
What's your question?
I would like to know if this cave fellow is worth it.
What do you mean?
Is Kay worth all the trouble you are going through to find him?
Of course he is. I know him to be a very good friend, and he would do the same for me.
In that case, I will help you. What do you need?
I don't know where to look.
I don't know where to find him either, but I may know someone that can help. There's a Finnish woman that knows many, many things. If you can find her, she can help you find Kay. You will need a guide. Yoo-hoo! I will send Bay with you. Bay knows the way and isn't bad company for a reindeer.
And so it was that Gerda got help in the strangest of ways to continue her quest. As they left the woods, the little robber girl not only gave her directions and a guide to find the Finnish woman, but she also gave her something even more valuable. Hope. Hope that she would someday see Kay again!
Pleased to meet you. I'm Bay. Bay the reindeer.
Come on, Faye. I'm worried for Kay.
Away we go.
That is a circle. You won't get anywhere like that.
Oh, right. This way.
Oh. And so it was that Gerda and Bay continued their quest. It was about to get much harder, though. You know who was in the way?
Push, you lazy Yeti!
If you want to go faster, maybe you should think about getting out and pushing.
Don't talk back to me! I am the great Snow Queen, and you're just a lowly, abominable snowman!
Abominable snowman. Yes, my queen. I'm sorry, my queen.
That's better. Are we there yet?
That was awful.
What?
I mean awfully clever, my
What do you think, Kay? Is it a good day for a blizzard?
Yes, my queen, we can never have too much snow.
Bring on the snow chickens! I will stir up a storm that no one can walk their way through, not even a reindeer.
Don't you think you've pestered that poor little girl enough?
What little girl?
Oh, nobody. I'm going to pester a reindeer.
Why do I keep wondering about a lost friend? Must be the cold freezing my thinking.
Yes, that's it. Isn't that right, Yeti?
If you say so, my queen.
Here they come! Time for a blizzard!
they would at least knock on my door.
Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock. Knock, knock, knock.
Who's there?
Bay the reindeer and Gerda the girl.
Sorry, don't know any reindeer.
What?
Only kidding. Come in, come in.
Opened the screechy door and sat down next to the extremely screechy door and sat down next to the Finnish woman to see what she may have known about Kay's whereabouts. As it turned out, she knew all about Kay, the mirror, the Snow Queen, and their journey thus far.
We came,
I know.
and I met.
Of course,
We came to ask.
for my help. And I would be happy to advise you. But can I ask why? Why you are on this journey? You have no assurance that you will be successful. Where does your courage come from? What is it that keeps you striving toward your goal? Do you know?
I think it's because I must. Every obstacle to this point has been overcome, and I will overcome the next one, and the next one, as long as I have strength.
Well, I could give you the strength of 10 Yetis, but that would not ease the task or path you have set yourself on. For you have all the strength and all the determination you need within you.
I do?
Yeah, you must believe in yourself. If you do, then nothing is impossible. Thank you. Get some rest now. Tomorrow, you will find the Snow Queen and Kay.
Gerda was so excited she could barely contain it. Meanwhile, back at the Snow Queen's castle, her frostiness was practicing a new freezing touch. It was not a good day to be in the Snow Queen's court.
Zap! Wait! Where do you think you're going?
I'm out of here, honk.
Zap! Oh, this is so much fun.
Ugly, dirty animals. They deserve to be frozen.
What are you doing? Stop at once!
Or what? You have no power to stop me.
And you see, that is where the Snow Queen was wrong, because Gerda had such steadfast determination that I don't think anything could have stopped her. The Yeti tried distracting Gerda so that the Snow Queen could freeze her.
You're too small to stop a Yeti.
And indeed, that might be true if they were going to arm wrestle. Look! But Gerda proved to be too fast for the snowman.
Soon you will be an icicle like so many others in this courtyard. Zap!
My queen! Rawr!
The Snow Queen was too slow to freeze Gerda, but she did a good number on the Yeti. It was at that moment that the Snow Queen called upon her secret weapon, the terrible Snow Chicken! The reindeer tried distracting the fluffy eater until they lost their wind and settled into a great poof of snowflakes.
Gerda, now's the time to go grab Kay.
But Kay was still being caught in the mirror's trance and didn't even recognize Gerda.
Kay, it's me, Gerda. I found you at last.
I don't know you, so go away and leave me alone!
And with that, Gerda's heart began to break. You see, it was breaking, but it was also strong. Gerda had committed herself to finding Kay. And now that she had, he no longer even recognized her. This was the moment that Gerda must overcome, but how? Every part of her wanted to wrestle Kay from the mirror's grasp, but it was her eyes that welled up with the powerful memory of true friendship. And she began to cry. Gerda walked over to Kay and with a full heart took his hand.
Kay, remember me. Try.
And as Gerda's tears fell, the icy castle started to melt. First, the animals that the Snow Queen had frozen started melting. Then the castle itself. People came to see what or who had caused the stronghold of the Snow Queen's castle to crumble.
What magic is this? It must be great power indeed.
It is the power in the human heart that melts the cold and shadows.
Finally, as all to my wonderful partner, Ashley Pierce. Let's give another hand for Miss Snow.
Thank you everybody so much for being here today. Again, my name is Ashley Pierce. I'm one of the directors with Missoula Children's Theater, and we have a number of people we would like to thank in this community. First would be our assistant directors this week. These are two young women who showed leadership skills throughout the entire week, helping us run rehearsals, helping us to take notes. We could not have done what we did this week without their help. That was Emily and Asia. We would like to thank the wonderful Miss Marilyn for all of her work this week as our accompanist. Please give her a round. We have something very special for the three of you.
We're coming. We aren't practicing.
Thank you so much. Thank you, ladies, for your leadership this week. We would like to thank Carol, who was our contact this week. Everything that you saw happening here is because of her hard work, her diligence, and her dedication to this community. We could not have done what we did this week without her and all of the people who volunteered here to help with snacks, to help coordinate these, to help create notes and letters, including Joy and Vicky. Thank you all so much for your help this week. We would also like to give a very special thank you to Barb and June, who were our homestays this week, who made us feel at home and invited us into their families. Thank you so much for giving us a comfortable and wonderful place to stay. We would also like to thank Pete, who was our person in the light booth, our photographer, and our video master today. So if you go on YouTube, you will be able to see this wonderful show once it's posted up. And we would like to quickly thank the sponsors and the people who helped put money into bringing us here. That would be the Strasbourg Rec Board. That's a tongue twister. The Last Mountain Theater Company, Bullier Theater Company, and Affinity Credit Union, as well as Wilson's Water for donating water to keep all of our cast members hydrated this week. And thank you Mountain Times, the newspaper here, local newspaper, for helping and donating time and spaces into their works. And last but not least, thank you all so much for bringing us into your community and the support that you have given to your young ones. You see, Missoula Children's Theater has been around for over 45 years. We tour to all 50 states in the United States, as well as 17 different countries, performing with over 65,000 students in a year alone, performing for up to 750,000 audience members. And we are so honored and feel so privileged to be able to now include your town and community into our dream and our mission. So thank you so much for having us here. Now, in a moment, we are going to have a photo call, like I promised at the beginning, where you can take those cell phones out and you can turn them back onto noise. And if you want to keep your young ones on silent or vibrate, that's okay too. You can go ahead and set the flashes on if you'd like, and in a moment we will have our huge group photos and then individually into groups. But a couple more announcements. We have really awesome and amazing Snow Queen t-shirts. If anyone would like one to, have a small memory of this week, they are $20 and we only accept cash. They will be mailed here, and then your young ones, or any of you would like one, we'll be able to have it within the next couple of weeks. Also, we are offering a free, you heard it, a free workshop today about